Welcome to game number 2 of the PUBG EU Pro Scrims on Wednesday the 8th of April 2020. My name is Jarisar and we had an incredible game number 1 where Compot from 22 Esports started the game with a beautiful 1v2 fragging spree against Ent, and he finished the game as well with that beautiful grenade to allow 22 Esports the victory despite them only having 3 people. We have our second map now. It's going to be Miramar once again. We have a 7 o'clock to a 1 o'clock plane path. Relatively even in terms of splitting the map. Most locations accessible. Impala and Paraiso, probably not. But pretty much everything else within comfortable reach of all these teams. So now we see where everyone drops on the plane path. The coaches, of course, will drop off to the southern part of the map. And promptly disappear at the start of the game. But I don't quite anticipate too many hot drops this time around. We'll have to wait and see. Pardon me just a moment. I'm just going to grab a little bit of water. I've got something stuck in my throat, but that should be sorted in just a second. Okay. Let's see what is going on here. 22 Esports, near Crazy Crew, Dark Choice and Compot. Very close to Minas. Compot almost getting taken out already, and he is actually in danger of getting taken out of the game entirely. Dark Choice has found a vehicle. There's going to be moving up. I think 22 Esports are going to have to get the heck out of here very quickly indeed, and yes, they do. Very sensible decision there. There's a chance that Taravillo might be able to get some shots off and maybe a down. Yes, he does. Dark Choice goes down, and Compot, he hasn't got a gun. He has to keep going. Corsac is back, but Dark Choice is out early on in this game as the Crazy Crew take first blood against 22 Esports. First circle, once again a northern one, but it's going to be northern centered on the map. So not veering off to the west like it was last game. Which is all fair enough. Unity might be moving in towards WTSG, but that's not something I'm particularly worried about at this time. Team Liquid have Picado to themselves. Hawkey from Entropic is very close to Gaxi and Los HD, and they're walking around like they know where he is. Let's see if that's true. Gaxi with the AK out. Oh, he might not know Hawkey's here because he's just very quickly crossing the... Oh, no. Okay. They know. Los HD coming in from the other side. Gaxi grabbing the AK and instantly moving over there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Hawkey's actually running out the other side of the compound and back down now. So Raise Your Edge will not get the engagement they were looking for right now. They hear the vehicle coming in. That's actually double coming in to pick up Hawkey. And now he hears them running away, and that's Gaxi's cue to go, guys, this compound is clear. They've just run away. All very sensible. There is an interesting rotation they have to make anyway. They have to choose east or west, and there'll be various different teams that they're going to have to run into and beyond if they want to safely get into a circle. WTSG still keeping the whole of San Martin. Not really wanting anyone to sort of take the town in case the circle does shift back south, which it could. So it looks like they're staying put. Still so many teams on the southern side. Not 100% sure how these guys are going to be moving out. This is Los Leones with Tempest, but look elsewhere. We've got the Adepts, we've got Team Phantom, we've got Ents, we've got Omicron, we've got Raise Your Edge. All of these guys are going to have to move somewhere. What is going on here? What on earth just happened? Team Liquid just lost Ibby after these cars were basically traveling next to each other. Not really 100% sure what happened there, but Entropic are going to be happy that they managed to get a kill. That is Hawkey bandaging up on top of the buggy there. He's also got bandages. I think he's just not wanting to use the first aids. Yeah, he's got 3 first aids available. So he's all pretty cool. The rest of Team Liquid are moving east of Picado. Mexi is going to scout out. K-Mind and Jeems to follow. compot so split from the rest of 22 esports right now, who have the compound northeast of Hacienda. And it looks like some long rotations coming in from some of these teams in the south. You can see the Adepts wanting to move all the way up here towards Cruz de Val, probably. Team Phantom might have a similar idea. Ents, undecided, but they could rotate in even later than these guys. So all sorts of fun and games. But speaking of fun and games, Omicron moving up on Entropy Gaming. Looks like, oh, this will pass without bloodshed, but Vashku and his Murado having a little bit of a minor disagreement there. Manages to right the ship, and we keep going. Omicron possibly looking for a compound slightly closer to the middle of circle. We're on board with Iroh, who has taken a level 3 helmet and vest, but already has some damage to that vest, unfortunately. Tries to sneak away on the Murado with 3 wheels. It's not going to be great. Hits a rock. The car's at about 50% HP. Gets hit by double. And taken out of the car, unfortunately. As Iroh goes down. High risk, high reward on the crate. Entropic looking to see if there's anything worth looting here. But TBH, they'll very happily keep going. Samty at least gets the return onto double. We now move Entropy Gaming. We've got Entropic and Entropy Gaming, by the way, in the game together. I will do my best not to get the two mixed up. They are having a little bit of a tussle at the moment. And that's with the Rahina E-Game Stars, who aren't actually close enough to push in, for what it's worth. But Anonymous is going to struggle a little bit. I think he can come around the back. No, he can't. Never mind. He's being gate-kept by Misa. So they were absolutely surrounded there. And Rahina will be able to eliminate Entropy Gaming. I guess that leaves Entropic. So fewer things to confuse casters with. I'll take that. Unfortunate for them, though. Painkiller's now getting taken by Samty as he moves slightly further down the hill. Looking for where the rest of Entropic were. They won't actually be there, though. They have long gone, although Hawkeye is still surprisingly nearby. In fact, Hawkeye might actually run into Samty very shortly if he's not careful. If you've seen, by the way, Samty, also known as Seong, I tend to go by literally whatever nickname I see on screen at the time. Players can be called whatever they want. Although, admittedly, if they name themselves one thing, then, you know, that's what we call them. That's our gerb, after all. I have yet to meet 69XX Hell Death Scythe XX69, though. Thankfully, that is not a player name I have to deal with. See ya, 90s. Glad that time of my life is over. God. That's a topic for another broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We don't talk about that here. The dark times of picking a nickname. Young gamers worldwide suffer. Alright, so remember those teams down south we were talking about rotating far east? Well, the Adepts are in circle now. Team Phantom, reasonably close behind them. And it looks like they'll have most of water treatment and this sort of sector of the circle entirely to themselves, so that'll be quite useful. In the meantime, the battle of the teams that have yellow as their in-game color appears to be happening. I believe this is Tornado Energy and Na'Vi. It is indeed. Alia and Example look like they'll be doing just fine. Millman getting shot at by Yong. And yes, it's the same color on the minimap, but it is a different team, ladies and gentlemen. That is Na'Vi shooting at him there. So he's wanting to steer well clear. We'll be able to make it up to Alia and co, though. A doozy on a similar path. Hawkeye is possibly within shooting distance, but I don't think he's going to fire shots. He's not. So the entirety of Tornado Energy have managed to safely bunch up. You've got Na'Vi as well, rotating up north to get to the center, sort of center north where Bestalok and Kemba are right now. So you can see Yong and the Tab. Getting a bit of airtime. Why not? As long as it doesn't result in, you know, accidental death, then I'm all for it. But Na'Vi know what they're doing. I am sure they will be fine. Leap over the wall? Oh, not necessary. We've had our showing off for the day. We don't need to do any more. We're just going to park this bike by, not by the washing machine, but by the tires in the garage, because that makes sense. There we go. Nice and chill. Next circle. Or rather, we're just almost perfect donutting in now. The Adepts moving up onto Na'Vi. They didn't last very long there. We have the crazy crew fighting Tempest as well. So it's yellow versus the world as far as the colors go at the moment. Pluto has gone down. Crazy's crew still with 3 up. And Pluto does have backup near him. Clip, though, wants to nip that in the bud. Let's check this out. Tempest pushing in. Clip with the Billy Big Guts play. That's a frag. That's a frag. And that's a frag. Taravillo going down. Pluto getting finished, Taravillo getting finished, and Clib once again with a beautiful frag. 2 kills to his name, and means that this compound is safe from the likes of the crazy crew, at least for another minute or two. Kelias and Alga to be shooting at Clib, but he's got plenty of cover. Raise your edge to the south of them. Tomil will be on the lookout for them shortly in Hacienda. And I think everything is going to chill out from here on out until we see the next cycle. So let's go ahead and check it out. Entropy. Bit of a lonely existence there. Omican with in these compounds on top of the hill, by the way, which is where WTSG are quite fond of, I have to say. They have a lot of experience dropping here. At the moment, it's Omican territory. Mexi and James have, to the northeast of San Martin, are continuing to hold this compound. They're kind of praying for at least one circle push. It's likely that the circle pushes towards here, simply because we've got a decent number of sort of urban centers and a lot of buildings, and the circle does tend to like moving across a bunch of buildings. That said, north side of the circle is perfectly reasonable as well. We have Raise Your Edge coming in now, though. This is Hacienda. It's Raise Your Edge versus Tempest. Los gets taken out very early, and that's actually a third party from behind. That's Team Phantom. Gaxi is going to have to continue to move in. Dies, gets the return from Michael. A lot of damage being done now. Phantom trying to shoot through the smokes because they were taking damage inside the smoke too. This is the price you pay for third partying. People do shoot you back, but Dies will be able to get the res. In the meantime, this is bad. Raise Your Edge are badly split. Gaxi and Lampalot are sort of on the east and southern side of Hacienda. They have a full squad inside the main building. And they have Team Phantom behind, third-partying the heck out of them. Gaxi thinking about chucking a frag up Wookie Bookie's way, deciding against it. And they've said, guys, let's deal with Team Phantom first. Wookie Bookie has other ideas. And this 3-way fight is getting messier and messier and messier. Lampalot goes down and Gaxi will not be able to save him. Great frag down the stairs, I have to say, from Wookie Bookie. Anticipating Gaxi being there. Molotov to follow up. But really, he just wants to keep Gaxi downstairs. They don't mind about Team Phantom. They've got plenty of options and a lot of walls to hide behind while they deal with Team Phantom. Wookie Bookie now intent on getting some of those kills for himself. Takes down the Wanderer. However, the Wanderer will be able to... will be able to get back up, I believe. No, never mind. Michael gets the down there. That's Gaxi out of the picture, and I think that means Michael on that far hill is the only player left from Raise Your Edge. Oh, yes, it is. If they were able to push together into Hacienda, they might have been able to challenge Tempest a bit more. But as things currently stand, just not possible. Team Phantom have suffered a frustrating situation of their own. Buster will go down, and Dimash will be the last surviving member there. So both of them pushing in and around the Hacienda area. Both of them effectively getting third-partied by themselves and getting absolutely rejected out of that position, which is fair enough. And Tempest are the big winners there with 4 players left alive. Next circle, shifting down to the southeast. Team Liquid, we were talking about how grateful they would be for a hard shift like that. Guess what? They got it. Otherwise, if they had to move out there, it might have been a much more frustrating situation. They've only lost one, though. Omekin and ENCE, very close to each other in San Martin, but not really within touching distance so far. The Adepts now looking for ways to rotate out of water treatment. Next circle, hard shift north. Team Liquid on the south side of it, feeling reasonably happy. WTSG feeling delighted. In fact, they're going to be banking on the circle moving left of this road here. So I think they're going to be okay. 22 esports, still in the game, still with 3 alive, although this time we have Corsac playing, as opposed to in Twitch chat, giving energy to his teammates. Tornado Energy on the west, Na'Vi to the north. Omekin versus ENCE. Happening in San Martin. Both of these teams are going to have to rotate into circle from here and move out of the city. Diggory instantly spotted. 2 great tags by Omekin, actually. Really nice. Not enough for a knock, but very much enough to let them know you're there and to not mess with you. ENCE might be looking to rotate due north. If this keeps up, Michael has found his way into a compound east of them as well. Dear oh dear. He could end up playing third-party spoiler. D-Mash coming up on Wookie Bookie. Oh, Wookie might have heard him on the left there. Problem is he's gone prone. Oh, so close to spotting him! Does Wookie look the other way? He would see him in the open, prone. Right now! Oh, he misses him behind the hay bale. It's very difficult to spot. Oh my goodness, so close to the rest of Team Phantom. D-Mash also is looking towards Wookie Bookie now as well. D-Mash knows. Ah, Omekin Sports getting eliminated. Whoa! By Michael? That's a 1v2. That's a 1v2 and a bit. We've got him versus ENCE, but we've also got this fight over here. Between Na'Vi and the Adepts that's raging on at the moment. Furax has gone down. Tornado Energy will third party and take down Kemba. Still got Bestalok and Yong. Bestalok just been revived himself. Looking for Sunzi. Getting him with part of the spray, but not all of it. Oof. Instantly taken down the moment that happens. Sunzi now with a follow-up spray manages to get the tab as well. This is not good news. Bestalok and Kemba looking like they will be the solo representation moving forward. Yong about to go down as well, and I think will bleed out by the time they get here. Michael gets taken out by Tixu. That was a 4v1, I think, so always going to be difficult. No, a 3v1, I beg your pardon. Diggory, Sentex, and Tixu. Cool. D-Mash, I think, now has been spotted by Wookie Bookie. And we'll have to decide to do something about it. He's going to stay in the blue by the looks of things. Not spotted yet. Very much on the other side here. And a D-Mash will go down to the zone. Okay, on this south side, ENCE was eliminated. Rahina E-Game Stars, who we're watching now, eliminated them. They now moving up on WTSG. They're vacating their compound because the compound they're currently in isn't even in the next circles. They're not particularly interested in hanging around. They'd rather get a much better position inside. And you can't blame them. Vard, though, and Miracu finding it slightly difficult. K-Mine getting Samty. That's elsewhere on the map, by the way. That's Samty scouting the middle of the circle. and Team Liquid gatekeeping them there. Mexi has actually got a more central compound, but is waiting for the rest of his team to join him. So Samty is stuck in the middle of nowhere. Bard is going to have to find a creative way to move out past where Samty is. Maybe he'll even use the car as a shield. I don't know. Oh, I think he's going to try. Yes, I think he's going to try. That little ridge there should be enough to resurrect, but what are they going to do beyond that? I don't know. 10 teams left and 30 alive still, by the way. We're at the 20.5-minute mark. And this is Tempest coming up on Team Liquid. It's a 2v1 here. It's Mexi versus Fex. Oh no, it's a 1v3, pardon me. Wookie Bookie, Tomil, and Fex against Mexi. These guys are going, guys. Definitely need a little bit of support here. They're definitely going to be moving on the right-hand side, without a shadow of a doubt. And Tempest knows that they're not up against big numbers right now. Lots of nades and no one pushing in. And the rest of Tempest. Oh no, Jeems, who was left behind at the other compound, gets spotted out. K-Mind has come to help him on foot. So now it's a 2v4, although only 3 of them here at the moment. Tomil goes down. Good start. Looking for the extra peek from Wookie Bookie. Hasn't found it yet. Will find it shortly. K-Mind could use... He's got 1 frag grenade left. He could choose to use that. Clib from behind gets an excellent tag onto K-Mind. He's going to have to heal. This might buy Clib time to move on in. Mexi goes down to Fex, and as a result, K-Mind is the only player here. Tries to get the finish onto Tomil. Whoa, Wookie Bookie managing to save it, and Fex will get the down. And as a result, Tempest will be able to survive with all 4 of their players left alive and 7 kills. Team Liquid have been eliminated. WTSG now being shot at from approximately 360 angles. Set from Unity will get them down onto Miracute. The res should be fine as long as they don't peek into close range. The smoke should just about give them enough cover. Waiting for the second smoke before that res comes in. Several members of WTSG without helmets now. That could be tricky. 22 Esports moving into next circle, just south of water treatment, still with the road on the middle of it, crashing into this compound, and they are going to be the only ones there. They'll be very happy with that. Clib now going to be joining the rest of his team, but Rahina E-Game Stars are going to have to hard push into WTSG and Unity now. They might be able to work with Unity to take out WTSG and buy them a little bit of room in the circle. Here comes the red zone, ladies and gentlemen. It's fireworks. Most of the nades are going slightly far, but that one's good. That's good enough to take out Miracu. Samty and Vard now, the 2 members left alive. Rahina have attracted attention from elsewhere. Misa, I think, the only player left up. Yes, indeed. And it looks like it's Tempest that's going to be finishing them off. Tempest absolutely taking names this time, adding Rahina E-Game Stars to their list of teams that they've taken out. Unity on the one side, Tempest on the other. We're now down to 7 teams remaining as the rest of this circle moves in. And don't forget, Unity haven't technically moved in yet. They're just holding this ridge right now. Trying to be as calm as possible. Samty gets taken down once again. That's from a grenade from Fex, actually. So Tempest is going to be moving up close, and we might as well watch that. I think Samty's going to end up bleeding out at this rate. Vard is probably unable to get to him, and yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Only Vard left. Fex spots Quizzy, but that's not the prize he's looking for. The prize he wants is inside that smoke. It is WTSG and it is Vard. Vard, of course, has a history of surviving and winning 1v4s. But I have a feeling this is not a position that he would fancy his chances winning against him. Vard still has 1 smoke grenade, mostly up. Taking a couple of shots. If Fex wasn't sure if someone was in there before, he sure as hell knows now. Wookie Bookie getting a drop more or less personally delivered to him. Never mind. Over the edge. Vard has been spotted by Fex. He is joined by Tomil as well. And now Vard has a little bit of time to ask himself a lot of questions. Tempest, get rid of Unity in the meantime. That is Tomil, who was doing most of the damage there. Although he instantly gets knocked by Vard, which is unfortunate. Fex might be able to get the res. Wookie Bookie more or less has that personal drop. He's at least going to be level 3'd up. He's still maintaining the M4 and Mini, so not an AWM or anything like that, or an AUG by the looks of things. Wookie Bookie needs to go for Clib. Bard spotted by Fex now. He has to decide what to do. He's just trying to stay alive. He's not trying to get the finish on any of these kills. And there we go. Coming in short range, finishing him off so that there is an opportunity to resurrect a teammate by the looks of things. Although Clib will go down. 15 kills, ladies and gentlemen. Fex has 6, Clib has 6, Tomil has 2, and Wookie Bookie has 1. Tempest are on a rampage. 3 teams left alive. It is them, Tornado Energy, and 22 Esports. Tempest and 22 were their last game as well, but Tornado Energy, the newcomers here, Example gets taken down. Looks like he might get finished from Corsac as well. 22 and Tornado Energy really going for it. Hammer and tongs at the moment. A doozy a little bit too far forward to realistically get to a resible position. But Example, if he gets to that rock, I can see a doozy potentially backing off here. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to try and do. He doesn't have very much time, but he'll get it. He's got support from up the hill. Tempo. Oh, Tornado. So close to Tempest. It's more battles of people in yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Seems to be what today's scrims have come down to. Team Yellow in-game versus Team Yellow in-game versus Team Yellow in-game. And Tornado Energy. Well, they're a big name, but Tempest have 15 kills in this game. I mean, can we talk about that just for a second? Melman now getting spotted by Tempest. He's going to be radioing this information and he's going to say, guys, we have a third-party problem, and that name is Tomil. Well, he won't know that it's Tomil yet, of course. But they're certainly looking up now. Fex is in a tricky position. He's the furthest away. He is at least still in circle, although in 5 seconds we'll find out where on earth they need to go. So we have north, we have southeast, and we have southwest. And actually, that zone is relatively equal to all of them. Alyo and Melman will be able to reposition to where a doozy is. So not a massive, massive step change as far as these guys are concerned. Just looking for lucky knocks and potentially moving in. I say lucky. Precise is probably the more accurate descriptor. These guys have done a phenomenal job, it has to be said. Wookie Bookie. That's first blood to Tornado Energy, taking down a member of Tempest. Still got all 4 alive, although Alya just takes one to the head and has to instantly drop to the deck. I believe that was from 22 Esports. It looks like Wookie Bookie is not going to be revived, but at the same time, the rest of the squad have the only compound left in circle. Still opportunities for them, but they will have to do this as a duo. Example will get the point, but they're down on Wookie Bookie. 22 Esports. Let's give Corsac some airtime, because he was in Twitch chat last game, so let's go ahead and give him some love. As his team won the first game and are top 3 for the second game in a row. Wow. Great headshot there from Fex. That's going to cause Corsac to rethink his position there. Maybe look for a different angle and just hold off from elsewhere. If he gets one more of those, he'll be without a helmet, and he's already without a vest. So, they can't really just afford to take these back and forth poke fights, or they'd end up with essentially no vest and helmet to work with. Not much utility at all. Next phase is now going to be slowly shrinking over the course of the next 2 minutes. Tornado Energy looking like they are confident. They're spreading out. They're trying to take more positions. Sparking and Alya combined will get a doozy down and out. Still very much a 3-way fight, this. But I think Tornado Energy are now focused more and more on 22 Esports. Tomil is already out. Fex is going to be forced out as well from Tempest, so this will be worth watching too. Ah, so many stuff to watch. So many stuff. Sometimes I English. Games, cast words. It's exciting. 3 teams left, 8 alive. We are approaching the half-an-hour mark. Tempest and 22 Esports, 2 teams we are already familiar with from today, but they are joined by Tornado Energy, who look to be taking a commanding position in this final circle. Anything can happen, though, because it is a 3-way fight. There's Melman over the hill, and Tempest suddenly helping 22 Esports. Only Compot left standing at the moment for 22. Only Example left standing for Tornado Energy. Tempest could find themselves back in here. As far as who is up and walking, it is a 1v1 v2. 22 Esports eliminated. Tornado Energy Example's gonna have to come back to try and res the teammates, but the blue zone is shrinking really quickly, and Melman will not be able to survive quite that long. I don't think he's gonna be able to. What about Alia? Alia's moving low as well. No, he goes down. It is now a 1v2, and very shortly Tempest will know that as well. Oh, well, shots towards Tomo. He definitely has been spotted, and Fex gets him on top of that ridge. 8 hit points, and they know to push in now so that they don't give him time to resurrect. Here comes Fex, and they take it, ladies and gentlemen. Tempest with 17 kills. Winner, chicken dinner. What an impressive couple of games from this squad. Beautiful performance. Finishing as one of the top teams in the previous game, and in style with 17 kills will close out game number 2. Tornado Energy in second place, and 22 Esports, who won that first game, will finish in third. Another consistent performance as well from WTSG, who finish in 4th position. What a game we had.